on there now or
Spirit.
something, laddie. Jesus Christ! Raspberry it is. We'll put some spirits in it for you too. Alright, so what flavor is the white yak gonna be? Come on, Sarion. Blood?
No, the blood's kind of gross. I think maybe my favorite flavors are sarsaparilla. I like strawberries.
Everything with S's. I love it.
How about you know what I like? Cherry cheesecake.
Ah.
Can you make a cherry cheesecake, Bede?
Well, with sesame seed.
Well, let's see. My hops creator is now missing a throat, but I'll have to see what I can do. Cherry cheesecake.
Cherry cheesecake. I think you're saying it wrong. Doesn't sound right coming from you.
Yeah, it's clearly saying it wrong.
What about the better than white yak?
It should be sassy and proud, and make sure it's pink.
Can you repeat that again, there, Glitter? That's pretty. That's a pretty performing. Yeah.
Perfect.
Something bitter.
It should be sassy and proud, and then it should be definitely pink.
I really honestly don't know what flavor pink and sassy would be, but we'll figure something out. How about the underground secrets they're getting in?
I was thinking about
Sewer
root
water.
beer with a spicy aftertaste.
I think all of you should stick to killing things, my friends. Because Jesus Christ, you're gonna bankrupt me on these, I think. These will be special preserves for sure. Root beer. Oh, I'm gonna totally make these up.
But if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have a bluey left, so you better get it right.
That's my friend. That is possibly true. Oh, this is totally good. All right, so you guys, almost another, I'd say 3 days ago, but you guys get fully rested.
Give all my stuff back, Dave. I'm gonna add it all now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put your MP back up to max. I'm gonna take all of your wounds off. Everybody gets totally rejuvenated. Lots of partying the next 2 to 3 days, and just the beer flows, man. And as all of the fun, all of the games, all of the drinking and partying comes to an end, old Uncle Gerlach sends you on the way to Nestora. Well, he, tells you to have a safe trip to Nestora because he knows that's where you guys are heading. So, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple things first.
Can I get my armor repaired, by the way? So I'm back.
Absolutely, you can get it restored in Nestor. How much MP do you have, Glitter, Max, and Lester? Yeah, you can get. He doesn't have anything. Any facilities.
24 is max. And will for Lester. And will this cost me silver pieces to get my armor done, or will Uncle Gerlach foot the bill?
Uncle Gerlach, you've got Jesus Christ, laddie! I just gave you 6 gold.
I'm saving that. I've got to invest it.
Just tell him to put it to. Just tell him to put it to Gerlach's bill, then.
Thanks, Gerlach. I appreciate it.
Jesus, the Saurians, they just keep asking and asking. It's like they're still controlling Valkana or something. Jesus.
That's funny. We're not controlling Valkana. Not yet. That's what he's in his head.
I know it is.
I mean, did I say that out loud? Excuse me. I meant to say thank you for fixing my armor, Gerlach.
Not creepy at all.
Not at all. No, not at all.
Yeah, about my armor. Can I?
Oh, absolutely. We'll just put it to old Uncle Gerlach's bill, won't we? Just tell the smithy there in the store to just to charge it to my account. I've got an account that runs all throughout Nestora. Just tell them to charge it to my account. And that doesn't mean go in there and buy all the new armor. That means to get the goddamn armor fixed, and that's it. You guys have done me a good job. I'll see you later. And he slams the door. And you hear, the fucking armor! The nerves of these guys! Fucking pagan sassy! You guys are starting to leave. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the map. Now,
Every time you say that, it reminds me we have to yell map like in Dora the Explorer.
I've never watched. I did, yeah, years ago with my son when he was very, very, very young. So
Wow.
I did. My son loved to watch it, and Bob the Builder and all that stuff. Blue's Clues. I had to do it. I had to do it. All right.
Teletubby?
See, Deckard's like,
Yeah, right.
Deckard's like, should I tell him that I still watch that stuff? I don't know. Deckard's like, I've still got one on my TiVo I haven't watched for today, so.
All right, so you guys are, let's see, I'm going to sync the client view. You can see Nestora here. You guys are just a very small travel. You guys are to the east of the Nestora in the Brucor. You can see the little triangle there, Brucor. You guys are going to travel sort of like west, northwest. So it's going to take pretty much just about the entire day. And
is it the same beautiful road that we were on the way up here? This
is
humongous 500-foot, well-preserved.
It is, yeah, yep. And you know,
I want to be wary of bandits from last time.
Well, that's just what I was fixing to say there, Lester.
I like to interrupt Dave. Sorry.
No. That's no problem at all. I love it when the players interact. So, Lester, in fact, why don't you give me a 3d6 roll, and you can add in your perception seeing.
13 and a stunt.
All right, I'm not worried about the stunts. So, yeah, you basically, you guys maneuver and navigate all the way to the city gates of Nestora safely. Now, you guys are here now. This is the city-state of Nestora, a beautiful map. And speaking out of character, I love how the map is detailed. And, you know, you'll see that there's literally 80 locations in Nestora. But, unfortunately, they named all these places, but there's no lore for anything. They just named them. It's like they just kind of forgot about that part of Nestora.
Well, we don't have time for that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've only got 100 pages that we're going to make this book, 97 pages or so. But then there's the outskirts also. There's some locations, top right-hand corner of the outskirts. So there's some things that I have information on, and some things I don't. So whatever we don't have information on, we're going to make it up as we go. And we're going to, some things I'll make up, some things you guys make up. So as you guys can see, this is a large city. It's basically broken up into 8 districts. And you guys are needing to find, what is this place called that you're looking for, Lester?
I'll look in my notes.
Fakwood or something. Fakib.
Fakia is the name of the girl.
Fakaya. Yeah.
Fakaya.
Oh, Fakaya.
Yeah, because I think her first name is Hauya. Hauya Fakaya! Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have anything in my notes about that. I blame the new people.
Yeah,
Yeah, me neither.
It's no problem. So you guys can see that there's a great sports stadium there. We've heard all kinds of, you know, gladiatorial types of combats, all kinds of great performances, and glitter. She's, this is like one of her big dreams is to perform in, Haberkel Stadium, and it's in the Allfield district. All right, so you guys are basically traveling to Nestora, and this is basically a digital map that you have of Nestora. Yeah, he hooked you up with a digital map. So as you guys are getting close to Nestora, this glowing map that you have, shows how the city is divided into 8 boroughs or districts. Now, where you're looking at is called the Sage's Shop, and it's deep in the multi-building bazaar called the Market Bank in the borough of Allfield. So the Market Bank is sort of like a square of all these vendors and shops and whatnot. So you're going to need to, find the Market Bank in Allfield. And it's, and you also know that there are a lot of guilds that basically run the city of Nestora. A lot of guilds. And, on your little touchpad that you have in front of you, and as you guys get to the edge of the city, there is also like several of these small little kiosks that you can touch to find out what where this place is and do searches and whatnot. Huge city. So, and it's overseen by the Vintners Guild, the Vintners Guild. Now, the city must have once housed a lot more people than it does now, because as you guys were coming into the city, and now that you're in the city, you guys are seeing that there's a ton of abandoned areas that are home to like weedy squares and plazas, and the footpaths haven't been kept clear, starting to overgrow in some places, just kind of in bad shape. A lot of the yeah, a lot of graffiti everywhere. A lot of the pavement's been chewed up. Where there's been a lot of traffic in the past, but just really was never repaired. Now,
and are we surprised when that's? I mean, are we surprised? Were we expecting something bigger?
Well, you guys have never been to Nestora before, yeah. You.
But it's like the perfect city. I mean, my
God,
it is
beauty
and
yeah.
I would almost be surprised if it's under disrepair and it's not filled with people and stuff.
It is.
Maybe they think the kind of story.
It's sort of a letdown. Yeah, it's sort of a letdown because you see all of this, and you see graffiti everywhere and whatnot. Lots of empty buildings. A lot of broken windows. A lot of as for example, you pass by one of the an old merchant shop for clothing. There's mannequins with half torn off dresses and stuff still in the window.
Let's stay there for a while and check it out. I mean, did you say torn off dresses?
When we arrived in town, where did we go? Where are we now?
You're on the eastern portion of the map. And you need to go to the Allfield district. So you need to go to the Market Bank, which is number 20 on the map. So you need to go to, and this is actually it actually labels it on on your little pad that you have, and also with the kiosk there at the entrance to the city. You need to go to basically location 20 on the map, and it's in the Allfield district.
Earlier you were talking about Vintners being the controlling guild, and I want to do a little history check about Vintners so I can tell all my compatriots about it.
Okay. The only thing that you remember about, there's quite a few guilds that control the city, and these guilds, depending on what borough or district of the city, they control these different districts and boroughs. Now, they all claim to, and this is what and it's because of Nestora is this beautiful place of grandeur. that you have these visions of, and now you're like, the city looks a little lower populated. It looks a little rundown. But the guilds, stories. The guilds take care of all of the people. The guilds are there for the people. But that's pretty much to the extent of the knowledge of what you know about not only the Vintners Guild but all of them.
So as I was walking towards this bank, I'm just kind of relaying this information to people, adding a couple of things I just make up randomly. But for the most part, I'm letting everybody know that
things look pretty shitty. I don't know if this place is as great as I thought. I probably think we should be carrying our weapons out in front so we don't get hijacked by hijackers.
and you can actually see, I mean, seriously, you can actually see these guilds as you're walking into the city. These different guilds have, it seems like, different security forces, and they're in different uniforms. So it's not like they're all in one uniform, type of uniform. There's different types of vehicles. Some are, air speeders. Some are on horseback. Some are on Drake type of mounts, riding around the city, patrolling. But there's a pretty strong presence of all these guilds with, I don't want to say soldiers, but security, and they're all armed with blasters and street sweepers and all this stuff. So you're kind of wondering what in the heck is going on here.
Plus, I want to take just a scan. You remember that my ultimate goal is to put Saurians back on top. So internally, not to anybody else in the group, I'm kind of taking an inventory of the Saurians and what the Saurian condition is here. Do I see a lot of people? Are they accepted?
Oh, it's a huge diverse. It's a melting pot of all of the races. I mean, there are tons of elves, tons of dwarves, tons of orcs, humans, gnomes, halflings. I mean, saurians. They're all here. Not you don't see one race dominating another. You see people mingling together. You can see couples, kind of holding arms. Interracial couples.
Oh, interracial.
Yeah.
All
so
right.
I mean, you can see a saurian walking with an elf. Arm in arm.
That would be a swelf.
A swelf, yeah. But I mean, and another thing that you can see is, all of it's sort of like Times Square. So envision Times Square as where you see on all of the buildings, you see all these HD monitors everywhere. So that's what you see also. And a lot of these massive monitors, you can see dozens of them are cracked. And there's some that are on street posts, some that are on vehicles running by, on taxi cabs, on the human that has a bicycle, sort of like a two-man passenger thing on the back. It has a broken monitor, and so there's all these cracked screens and monitors, all of them blank and dead, and all from kiosk, all throughout the city. There's all kinds of clusters of strange coconut trees with sort of looking like palm trees. It's weird looking. I mean, it's just the whole town seems mismatched so far. All kinds of these bulky monitors. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the map, and we want to get to the Alfeld, which is kind of on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And did you say that we came in kind of at the south and we're coming up there, or are we going kind of like across?
Yeah, you're around like you're around like number 78. You're kind of working your way from east to west, basically. That's pretty much what you're doing.
So
yeah.
we're way over there.
Oh yeah.
So
huge
yeah,
city.
we got some money. I don't know why we're walking. Is there like a taxi service, or maybe those guys on the bike will give me a ride?
Absolutely. Well, there's one that has 2 seats, but you see that there's also like a bus, like a double-decker bus from England or something, open air on the top. You know, a couple,
Oh,
a couple umbrellas on the top. You know, looks like they're
So
serving drinks.
Oh, serving drinks. Wow. So I'm going to turn to the group and I'm going to say, you guys, we should go there in style. I don't want to have to walk anymore.
It has like an animated screen on the side of the bus that says the best damn ride in Nestora, and it shows, you know, a couple Saurians up top, you know, dressed up super fancy, mixing drinks and serving people that are smiling on the top of the bus. Yeah, it looks, but you know, it's actually
that bus.
It's a couple.
Saurians.
It's pretty expensive. It's 5 silver per person, but you get a drink with that too. So
it all kind of averages out.
yeah,
I look at the party. Yeah,
absolutely. All the drinks, you know, they have
Uber.
umbrellas and swords
I'm
with cherries on them and whatnot, and other pieces of pineapple and fruit. Yeah, this is like top notch. The best damn ride in Nestora.
And I think I'm going to probably make sure that my Nintendo Power Glove is covered with my robe, just in case we get jacked. I want to pull it out as like a big surprise to beat somebody, right?
Yeah.
But
well,
yeah, I mean, I'd love to just flap on over to where this bus is, and I'll get out my little coin purse and open it up. Get my 5 silver out, but I'm gonna do it one at a time, like it's a challenge to give away money.
Sort of like the old lady that's in front of you at the grocery store, like counting her pennies out. Yeah,
2,
I gotcha. All right.
3, and then this one's a Canadian coin. Do you take those? That's okay. We'll go. I'll put that back. So I count it out, and then I'm gonna go right to the top where there's the fancy Saurians. I'm hitting the fancy Saurian area.
All right, so everybody deduct 5 silver, and they'll take you across the bridge. They'll take you into it tours around. Basically, does a complete lap. It's sort of like a bus system that's in Nestora. So, as you guys are you know, traveling, you know, not the whole city doesn't look to be, you know, in bad shape. The city still feels lively. You know, it seems like a lot of people, though, seem more involved with themselves, because it's not like I mean, sure, there are people gathering around talking with one another, but it seems like it's like real life. Everybody's so busy with work and whatnot. Everybody's just going from A to B and then B to C, and kind of ignoring everything else in between.
Are the people on the bus that we're sitting next to, are they like your... I don't want to be your typical bus people, you know, where they're like, or are they kind of tourists? What kind of people? I mean, I want to spark up a conversation.
Sure, absolutely. You can do that if you want to. You know,
So
there's
I'm
all
gonna look
kinds
for
of
somebody
people
unassuming,
leaning out
like
of
an old
windowsills, and you know, people taking in sunlight, and you know, all kinds of activity on the streets as you guys are, you know, driving by, and people on you know, the best damn ride and Nestora, they're all having fun.
So I'm going to be at the top, woohoo, riding on the thing, open air, woohoo, that's awesome. But I'm also going to spark up a conversation with somebody next to me. So are you from Nestora?
Oh, absolutely. I've lived here my whole life.
So we just got here. What's something that we need to see while we're in Nestora?
Now, see, it's big. It would kind of be impossible to see everything, but you got to check out the stadium, the performances, and you know, all of the different competitions, the sports teams. Oh, it's great. Lots of things going on all over the city. All kinds of playhouses. And is this your first time in Nestora?
This is the first time, but I think it's a pretty sweet place. I'm here with my friend.
You seem pretty happy, but there's a lot of bad in the city too. Give me a communication, sort of like a persuasion check.
Not so much. I mean, not so much. Sorry, I effed up my accent.
It's okay.
So
I
got a 9.
I also gave you guys another handout of sort of like a scenic view of what it would look like as you're sort of like driving by on, you know, in the best damn ride in Nestora. you know, you can
So
see
I might point to that guy and say,
lots
"Holy
of traffic
shit,
in the
that's
skies
Orange
above.
getting
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Stop! That's Orange getting his ass kicked by an orc."
You know, and this guy says, "Oh, you don't want to get into the affairs of that. You don't. Yeah, you want to. If you're just visiting, you just ignore that stuff, and you just have fun and just have fun here in the store. And I don't think I should be talking about anything else. But so what do you have envisioned of doing here in the store?
We want to just visit. I would be interested maybe seeing the show.
I'd like to do a little shopping.
Oh, well, there's plenty of places to shop. All kinds of places to shop.
You know, we might have some wares to sell. So if you know of anybody that likes to buy stuff, like
you want to go to the market for that? The market bank, it has everything. Yeah.
Oh, the bank is where we're heading.
I was hoping to find some rabies.
Some who? You know,
rabies.
Rabies.
I might just say sometimes
did she
say a little
rabies
stuff. No, it's okay. She usually means something else. So I would guess maybe she means, instead of rabies,
rabbits.
No, probably not rabbits. It's probably just something to eat.
Polly is looking around very disappointed now.
Did she really say rabies though? I'm sorry, miss. Did you really say rabies?
Yesterday.
I see. Yes. This is my stop. I need to be getting off. And he pulls the handle.
Nice move.
He pulls the handle and he goes, I bid all of you a good time in Nestora, but please keep your noses clean. Bad things can happen from time to time. And I've said too much already. And he scampers off. Oh, he just kind of looks at you and kind of has this look like this. And he just continues to go down the stairs and gets off and just stares at the bus, and you guys, you know, as you're driving off, he just looks and goes, shakes his head and walks into the crowd and disappears.
So is there anybody else to talk to? Because now I'm nervous that this place is bad news.
Oh no!
Yeah, let's get our way to the market.
Yeah, you guys start to, you know, head over towards the central part of Nestora. You know, you go over the huge bridge, which is the Riverside Bridge. You ever, you know, nice nice area, going from one area to another. You know, it seems like there's, you know, the same amount of technology everywhere. It's sort of like a giant metropolis. I mean, there's just big buildings everywhere. A lot of small buildings as well. But I mean, there is a skyline. And as you get across the bridge, on a lot of these, you know, buildings, there are banners. I mean, bright colored banners. And there is a sort of like this banner that is depicting a gigantic human with arms outstretched, dressed very nicely, probably a middle-aged man, and he's smiling, and he's basically pointing towards you, and it says, "The guilds watch out for you." And here's another scene. So basically this is what you guys are looking at as you're starting to drive across the Riverside Bridge, and you see that you know, this type of art and banners and whatnot are on the sides of most of the building, and you can see some other graffiti that says "Vote with Blasters," or, you know, "Let us vote," or "Free us from tyranny." So now you're starting to get
free
these.
Free us from Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah. So you're all starting to think, I mean, what do you guys think about this?
Well, Dave, before we get into it, I know you said this before, but what's the time of day? Is it getting nighttime?
It's early evening. It's the sun's still going to be up for probably about another half hour, 45 minutes or so.
All right, I just want to tell everybody, maybe we should find a place to stay tonight, you guys. Maybe in the banking area. I just don't know if it's a good idea if we're out on the streets with all this kind of rebellion literature on the walls.
I agree.
Yeah,
It's a little 1984 around here.
As long as we get up near the stadium, I will agree.
One of the other passengers says, "What in the hell's 1984?"
I just say back to her, it's an inside joke. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, I want to know why behind that guy's the flag of Japan.
He's talking about parallel pepperonis.
She looks over at the other
Or Tibet.
the other older lady that's up there. They have they're drinking there in their sort of like their afternoon dresses and their big floofy hats and whatnot, and they're on their iPads looking. You can hear them. "Oh, darling, I'm gonna buy this. Oh, this is gonna look excellent, darling." And you can hear their little iPads beep 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 beep. And they're just looking through all the printing off some coupons that are coming out the top of the pads. And one of them looks over at you and says, "The visitors that we get these days." She goes, "Oh, darling, I know what you're talking about." And they're speaking to where it's like you can just you can hear because they're right beside you. It's crazy.
Is it like insulting us or something?
They're not insulting you. They're just saying, "Oh, the visitors that we have these days. Oh, darling."
And I'm going to tell them, "It's the future, lady. We should be paperless. Why are you printing out coupons?" That's just what I think, anyway.
"Darling, because it's an extra 5% off. Duh." They scan you. What they do, darling, here. I don't know what small little riff-raff bunk town you're from, but here in the real city in Nestora, they will scan your card, darling, and then after you get the discounts, then you give them this coupon, and you get an additional 5% off, darling. It's just magnificent.
So what kind of places can I get some good discounts on? How about on this bus ride? Can I get a coupon?
She types up,
I'll just slide.
I probably doubt it. And she says, "Oh, no, darling, there's nothing for the best damn ride in the store. There's nothing."
I asked her if she's got any coupons to spare, any extra coupons.
You think it's free to print this stuff out? It costs money, darling. You've got a pad over there. And you guys do have a pad. Old Uncle Gerlach gave you this to navigate your way around Nestora.
I say we sell the pad.
You could.
No.
You probably could.
I'm not the smartest pencil in the box.
I would expect that from Foley.
I have Foley. I have money and I want to spend it. So I'm heading to a store as soon as we get to one.
Right
So
An armor shop.
Forget discounts. I have money.
Yeah.
I want to spend it.
So we
I'd
might
like
want
to
to ask
find
these
one of
ladies.
those stores as well. Yeah.
Hey, we're heading toward the bank district. Is there any really sweet shops that we can go to?
The
that
bank
maybe can help
district,
us?
honey. Darling, there's no bank district. There's
I'm
the
sorry,
Altel
bank market.
district with the market bank in it, darling.
Market bank. Sorry. So
As she's got her cigarette, she's got like a 2-foot long cigarette with like this extender and a cigarette on the end. Yes, darling, as she's just puffing away.
That's stinky.
Well, darling, and the other one says, "Yeah, darling, they color all smoky."
That can't be good for your lungs, lady. How old are you? 30?
I'm 74, darling.
74. Well, congratulations.
And I'll knock you out.
You made it.
I'll knock you out. Lizard lips.
Wanna bet?
I get out my axe. Gideon. Wanna bet?
Well, I'm gonna maybe just stop talking to these ladies that are a little bit scary for me. But I'm gonna press my face up against the windows or just look out over the edge of the bus and just enjoy the trip as we start heading towards the.
You seem like a
market
funny
the
crew.
train.
Why are you here, darling? Oh, darling, tell me why you're here. And roll a communication test for me also. Yeah, you can do if you
Are you
have
talking to me?
if you have etiquette, if you have leadership, you can go ahead and add in those modifiers also.
Oh, I have leadership. No, I don't really. I don't need leadership. I'm a natural born leader.
Ah, not too bad, man. Not too bad.
A little bonus there.
No, not too bad. So, what are you breaking into a conversation with her? I mean, she asks you, "What are you doing here in Nestora?"
And are you
Good.
talking to I'm sorry,
Anybody?
go ahead.
She's just basically they've kind of
I
pulled
step
their
up to her and ask her
chairs up.
something.
I can just imagine what you're going to ask, Folly.
Oh.
What do you ask?
You like cheese on monkeys?
Yeah.
I do actually. It's the best way to have a monkey. Alright. I walk up to her very serious and I kind of have, cock my head a little. What is your fence post?
What, boy, the terminology, darling, the kids are using these days. Oh, yeah. Oh, honey, it's just horrible. I can't even understand a word the poor little thing is saying, darling. And they keep calling each other darling all the time.
Yeah, but the frogs, they sing on Saturday, so I thought I might come here and see if you
What
had
is
any
she
wine.
saying? What are you looking for, a winery, darling?
No, I was hoping to find out your name.
Oh, darling, my name is Margaret.
Margaret. That's great.
And my name's Barbara.
Hi, I knew a Barbara one time. Yeah.
One time I got my hand cut on a barbed bra, but that's a different story.
Oh my.
Oh, I'd fry the bastard, honey, if he tried to do that.
As
basically.
Guido kind of,
Go ahead, Glitter.
as kind of Guido kind of walks, like trying to squeeze her way through the aisle, or whatever. She kind of pushes on Lestar and see if she can't kind of give him a little scale by like pushing him over. And then he just kind of walks up to the old ladies and goes, "I'm going to be the best performance you ever seen in Habaka Stadium."
Well, I hope too, darling. That would be nice. What do you do? Do you perform tricks, somersaults? Do you sing? What do you do, darling? Well, how do you perform?
I will give you the greatest
Do tricks.
magic show you've ever seen. I have no idea what she does.
Do you do tricks? Do you do somersaults?
It involves pools.
Unbelievable.
It's magic tricks on pools.
Well, they ask you, well, are you going to be looking for a place to live? There's plenty of places to live, darling, here in Nestora. Nestora isn't the same that it once was a couple of decades ago, but I'm sure you could find some property pretty decently priced.
I don't know if this is a great place to live. Seems like there's a lot of conflict. We're just driving up here and we saw this orc beating the shit out of a Sauron while some guy with spiky hair watched on. It was kind of scary.
I think it was a human.
Oh, it's a human? I couldn't tell because he had a mask on.
Oh,
But
yeah.
that Sauron was like begging for his life.
We like to wear those.
Blood was flying everywhere. Yeah, man.
I bet they weren't going to let them have his apple pie anymore.
I agree with that. They were really mad at him.
Yeah, old Margaret and Barbara, they kind of look at each other and say, "Oh, darlings, dolls." Most of the locals now, they just basically mind their own business, darlings. They basically go on to they don't want to be, basically seen or associated with these rallying insurgents. That they. And then they kind of, "Oh, you shouldn't say that. You don't know who's listening." And Barbara's saying that to Margaret, and then Margaret says, "You need to be careful because there's the autonomous front, and it's an insurgence. It's an insurgency that they're trying to take away power from the guilds, and the guilds don't like that.
Tell us about the autonomous front.
Oh,
But do it in really silent sound.
yeah, they don't know a whole lot of information about the autonomous front. They just know that there's some bad things that happen throughout the city, and they're the ones that claim to, you know, they claim the you know what happens if there's a bomb that goes off or whatnot, or if there's a shooting of several of the, you know, security forces of whatever guild. They claim responsibility for it. And, you know, the only thing that they do know is that the autonomous front, you know, there's no future for the guilds. The guilds need to go. The people need to be in control of the city, because these guilds, they say, darling, these guilds claim to do everything for the people, but as you can see around you, some don't. And she says,
Maybe we can give them some pickles.
And that's calls for the waiter. Darling, get pickles for the girl over here. Hurry! And he says, yes,
No,
yes,
don't you
ma'am.
mean-
Goes and gets some pickles for Folly.
There's pickles on this bus?
Yeah.
And this is the first time I'm hearing about
Snack bar,
it?
yeah.
Son of a...
Oh my.
There's a full buffet at the back.
Yeah.
son of a- I
B-Dog,
better get
thanks
over
for the
there
follow.
and get some snacks.
No level play. Thank you very much for the follow.
No,
No
I
level
might,
play.
I
Appreciate
might-
Yeah,
it.
that's part of the lore, Dave. The buses out buffets.
No, it is.
bu-
There's one in the back, yeah, and it has all of the little sausages and stuff, and barbecue sauce, and the swords, and
We
there's
have got to
oh,
stop
yeah.
having this game during lunchtime, Dave, because during it goes past
Right,
dinner.
during
and
dinner.
Then, like, we're all excited.
Yeah,
and
snack
then
break
we get
again.
These giant food things, right? And it's like delicious, Dave. Maybe lizard does taste good. Well, I mean, I think we're hearing a little about this autonomous front, and it sounds like people. And I might remark to Barbara. I might say, so are you guys for or against the guild?
Oh, they
You
don't
believe-
say anything. That's something that they don't
Too
know.
personal.
They just don't know
They don't
who's
talk about
they
it.
don't know who's listening, and then they kind of like point towards like posts and plates and stuff like that. They says you never know who's listening, like that.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay, I won't say anything.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly it.
Actually, my Sauron.
You know, they basically say that, you know, no one listens to reason anymore. It seems like everything is everyone's fault nowadays. Everyone hates each other, and the guilds always seem to come out on top. And that's why, you know, groups like this, like this autonomous front, they come and go. But the autonomous front has been around for a little while now.
So if there is... So you don't think anybody can just do anything?
They just
Like
basically piss off the guilds that much more, and make everybody suffer that much more on top of what they would have.
Careful,
Such a
Lester. We
beautiful
don't want to get picked up by eagles.
Yes, you're right.
I
It's a beautiful
understood
city.
that. I understood that. Margaret says, "Oh, I understood that, darling. That's code word for the guilds."
Yes. She's awesome like that. You think she's just making up words, but it all makes sense.
Yeah, you think she's crazy, but she's really talking in code.
That's right.
That's it.
Well, I think we've learned quite a lot.
This is the longest bus trip I've ever been on.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
joking.
And you know, just as you know, you
Think it's
guys
longer.
are getting to the Altel borough, and you guys are basically a couple blocks away from the market bank, and you know, on all of the monitors inside the bus, it says next stop 2 blocks market bank. So this is, and then Margaret and Barbara says, "Oh, darlings, this is where you're going. You don't want to miss your stop, darling. There's plenty of places to stay downtown, and you know, get yourself somewhere nice to stay, but just keep your noses clean, darling. Keep your noses clean. And plus,
Well,
we
thank you.
we hang out on the bus every day, darling. We're frequent flyers.
Is it the Mile Long Club?
Oh my.
Oh God.
No,
Well,
it's
I
the Short Bus
appreciate-
Club.
That's right.
Lester winks to Margaret.
Get your game on with the Sauron.
Unbelievable.
So I'm going to shit, Dave. There's pickles.
Take
I don't
a
even know
take
why
a
I'm
take
talking
a
to these
pickle
old
for the
bags.
road. Yeah, take a pickle
I'm
for the
saying
road.
pickles
Yeah.
stand, guys.
Pickles and
Who else
cheesecake,
needs a
man.
pickle?
Yeah.
Anybody else need pickles? No.
No,
I'm gonna go
I
grab
don't
some
need pickles.
You wait here, pickle time. And then I'm gonna moonwalk backwards to the pickles. La la la.
I'm gonna look at Lester and ask, why would I wear something like that?
Do a perception check for me really quick, Lester, as you're moonwalking backwards.
Oh boy. Someone's gonna trip me.
You're so lucky. Yeah, you see the the stairs as you moonwalk and kind of do like this moonwalk robot turn and kind of walk down the stairs. I was gonna, if you didn't do a 12, I was gonna make you go over the side and take penetrating damage.
Oh shit! Run over by a bunch of cars.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom. Lester's dead. All right, who else wants to be a dick in my game? I'm sorry, Dave.
No, I'm loving this, man. This is awesome. Oh, this is so awesome. So you guys know that you're close. You're a couple, you're a couple blocks away from the market bank, and finding, Fakaya's shop. So we're gonna go ahead and end the game here. It's almost 8 o'clock, and I appreciate you